Failure is a common occurrence in life, and it can often be disheartening. Whether it's a rejected piece of writing or a setback at work, failure can leave us feeling defeated. But it's important to remember that failure is a natural part of the learning process. Just like a baby learning to walk, we are bound to stumble and fall along the way. Especially when we are new to something and just starting out. However, many of us take failure personally and allow it to discourage us from trying again. But what if we change our perspective on failure? Instead of seeing it as a negative experience, we can view it as an opportunity to reassess our goals and aspirations. After experiencing failure, it's crucial to ask ourselves, am I pursuing the right goals for myself? It's essential to evaluate whether our goals align with our true passions and values. Sometimes we may find that we were investing a great deal of effort into something that isn't truly aligned with who we are or what we genuinely want. And, in those cases, it's okay to make changes and realign ourselves with our true purpose. One effective strategy to gain clarity about our goals and affirm our ability to achieve them is by creating a vision of our future selves. We can write about who we want to become a year from now, using present tense as if we have already achieved our desired outcomes. This exercise helps us understand what we truly want and affirms to our subconscious that we are capable of achieving our goals, empowering us to take further action. If we are pursuing what truly drives us, then failure should be seen as a lesson in what isn't working. Failure becomes a stepping stone to improvement and growth. Just like Thomas Edison, who failed numerous times before inventing the light bulb, we can learn from our failures and use that knowledge to do better next time. As Edison famously said, "I have not failed 10,000 times. I have successfully found 10,000 ways that will not work." So when we experience failure, let's congratulate ourselves for the lessons learned and the valuable information gained. Without trying, we wouldn't have discovered what doesn't work, and now we have the opportunity to synthesize that information and improve when we try again. Lastly, it's crucial to understand that success is not a destination, it's a journey. Often we expect success to bring everlasting fulfillment, but the truth is, it's temporary. Once we achieve one goal, we soon find ourselves craving the next challenge. So it's essential to embrace the entire process, the ups and downs, and celebrate the personal growth we experience along the way. In conclusion, failure is not something to be feared or avoided. It is a natural part of life and a valuable learning opportunity. By reassessing our goals, creating a vision for our future, and embracing failure as an opportunity for growth, we can overcome setbacks and continue moving forward. Remember, success is not the destination, it's the journey, and it's the lessons we learn and the growth we experience that truly matter. So celebrate failures as stepping stones to success and enjoy the ride of personal growth. It's early and dark. The alarm sounds and you reach over to switch it off. After a short pause, you sit up. You swing your legs off the bed, touch the floor with your feet, and reach for your phone. You sit quietly while your phone's screen illuminates the dark bedroom. There are a few notifications waiting: new emails, a Twitter reply, a prediction of rain. You look at your messages, the news, and the weather. I am half asleep, you think. I'll just look at Twitter while I wake up. 10 minutes pass. And another 5. You're not asleep, but you're not really awake either. 5 years ago, I decided to become a morning person. It didn't come naturally to me. When I had to wake up early for a meeting, an event, or class, it was like the vignette before. I struggled to get out of bed. Often I barely made it to my engagement on time. And that rushed, zombie-like morning loomed over my day like a hangover, but I was fascinated by the potential of mornings. Those early hours seemed like a gift a couple. Of free hours when I could be productive and prepare for the day. Becoming a morning person would also give me more time with my wife. Michelle works at a biotech company in Marin where early meetings are the norm. I hated keeping a different schedule from Michelle, and it cut into our time together. As a natural night owl, I knew I needed a plan if I wanted to avoid the mistakes of my previous early mornings. So I decided to research what had worked for other people and try some simple experiments on myself. It worked. I traded a typical night owl schedule up till midnight or later, staring at a screen, writing, doing design work, coding, for an uncommon routine where I go to sleep early, wake up early, and get a lot of work done in those quiet morning hours. In 2015, that included writing our book Sprint. Here are the lessons I'd share with anyone who wants to wake up early: coffee, light, and something to do. These are my ingredients for a successful morning routine. Coffee is deceptively important. Sure, the caffeine is nice, but the preparation is essential to my morning. It takes me 15 minutes to make coffee using a simple pour-over technique: boil water, grind beans, position filter, add grounds, pour water. This process keeps me occupied during the low power period when I would otherwise check email or look at Twitter, both of which are likely to send me into a reactive vortex of unproductivity. Instead, I stand in the kitchen, wake up slowly, think about my day, and enjoy a fresh cup of coffee when I am done. Don't underestimate the importance of light in waking up. We're hardwired to wake up when it's light and get sleepy when it's dark. You can't wait for sunrise and wake up early, at least not for most of the year in most of the US, so you need artificial light. When I wake up, I turn on every light in our apartment. If I am going to work on the computer, I disable flux, and I try to always watch the sunrise, even if it's an hour or two after I get up. Having some thing to do is part of how to wake up early, but for me, it's also why I wake up early. Usually, I work writing or editing, sometimes email, a little design work. Exercise is a great morning activity. Even doing dishes, ironing shirts, or straightening up the apartment helps me wake up and feel productive before the day has started. Even with coffee, light, and something to do, it's tough to wake up early without making some adjustments to your evening routine. The nights before. Be honest about how much sleep you need and how much you get. I feel best after 7 to 8 hours of sleep, and sometimes 9, especially in the winter. Most days, I wake up around 5:45 am, so I go to bed around 9:45 p.m. Pay attention to how food and drink affect your sleep. There's plenty of evidence that alcohol does not improve sleep quality, even though it might feel that way, and it particularly impairs REM sleep. We enjoy dark chocolate after dinner most nights, but I learned the hard way about its surprising caffeine content. Finally, I've learned how to adjust my environment to wind down and signal bedtime to my body. I begin by lowering the lights. I turn off peripheral lights in the kitchen and foyer, then switch to floor lamps in the living room and bedroom. My favorite routine, and dorkiest by far, is a DIY turn-down service. Around 7 p.m. each night, I close the curtains in the bedroom, remove the decorative pillows from the bed, and pull back the covers. It's not always easy for me to wake up. I've learned to love mornings. By 9:30 am most days, I've had an hour of productive work, showered and dressed, walked 2 miles, had breakfast, and enjoyed 2 cups of coffee. If you try these tips, let me know how it goes. And if you have lessons of your own, share those too. And please, enjoy your mornings. Thank you for watching. If you found this video valuable, consider giving a tip proportional to the value you received. You can find the link in the description. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos. Now, I have a question for you. What actions from this video are you going to implement in your life? Let me know in the comments below. In today's fast-paced world, we're bombarded with emails, calls, and chat conversations, leaving us feeling overwhelmed and unsatisfied with our productivity. We often find ourselves stuck in a cycle of handling urgent but unimportant tasks, neglecting the truly important ones. But fear not, there's a little-known method that can revolutionize your approach to work and boost your productivity. Enter the Eisenhower box. Named after the renowned General and 34th President of the United States, Dwight D. Eisenhower, this simple yet powerful method will help you beat procrastination and prioritize your tasks effectively. Eisenhower, a 5-star general who played a pivotal role in planning major military operations, including invasions against the Nazis, was known for his exceptional productivity. So, how does the Eisenhower box work? It's a straightforward exercise that involves creating 4 separate boxes for different task categories. 1. Urgent and important tasks that require immediate attention. On point 2, important but not urgent tasks that can be scheduled for later. Point 3. Urgent but not important tasks that can be delegated to someone else. Point 4. Neither urgent nor important tasks that can be eliminated altogether. By categorizing your tasks based on their importance and urgency, you can gain clarity on what truly matters and avoid the trap of procrastination. We all have our preferred methods of task management, whether it's a notebook or a fancy to-do list app. However, the real value lies in the skill of recognizing when you need to prioritize tasks and take action on them. When faced with an overwhelming workload, the Eisenhower box can be particularly helpful. Taking a few minutes to arrange and prioritize your tasks using this method can bring much-needed structure to your day. You can opt for a virtual Eisenhower box app or even download a printable copy to fill out manually. Alternatively, you can incorporate the underlying philosophy of the Eisenhower box into your existing workflow. If you currently don't prioritize your tasks on a daily or weekly basis, Consider giving it a try for just 1 week. Commit to planning out your workday by scheduling specific tasks in your calendar or prioritizing them on your to-do list. In my personal workflow, I review all my tasks at the beginning of each day. I assign important and urgent tasks with a high priority level, while important but not urgent tasks receive a slightly lower priority. Smaller urgent tasks are assigned a lower priority level. This system helps me tackle the most critical tasks first and maintain focus throughout the day. Another valuable aspect of the Eisenhower box is its ability to help you ask the right questions. Not every task is worthy of your time and attention. By identifying the tasks that directly impact your income or goals, you can separate them from the ones that don't require your immediate action. Tasks that don't need your attention can be moved to a trashed folder, while tasks suitable for delegation can be moved to a delegated folder, ready to be assigned to someone else. Of course, using the Eisenhower box or any prioritization system is not without its challenges. The most difficult part is execution. Sometimes we get caught up in the urgency of certain tasks and neglect the truly important ones, only to regret it later. Prioritizing tasks requires effort and self-discipline to follow through with your own rules. If you find yourself still working on the wrong tasks, consider time boxing or scheduling the important ones into specific parts of your day. For example, if you have a deadline approaching for an article, it can feel overwhelming to think about all the research and writing involved. A helpful strategy is to schedule dedicated time slots leading up to the deadline, allowing you to make progress while still attending to urgent tasks. Breaking tasks down into smaller chunks of time can help overcome the resistance to getting started. In conclusion, the Eisenhower box offers a practical and effective way to enhance your productivity by prioritizing tasks and avoiding procrastination. Give it a try for yourself and experience the difference it can make in maximizing your efficiency. So, are you ready to take control of your tasks and achieve greater productivity? Implement the Eisenhower box and watch your productivity soar.